Hello, my name is Lion Bill Graham. I am a member of the North Carolina Blind Lions Club. I would like to demonstrate several aspects of using accessibility aids, accessing documents that can't be read by a screen reader, and also some information I received from the Leader Dog for the Blind School on leaving guide dogs on tie down or in crates. I will mention that I am using an Apple iMac, it's 27-inch, running OS Mojave, which is, as of today, the latest operating system. I'm using a accessibility aid called VoiceOver. I'm also using a reverse video, and I have the screen enlarged quite a bit. So normally the screen would be a lot more items on it, but I have the mail app and I have a message highlighted from Leader Dog for the Blind that answers a question that I had about leaving a guide dog in a room while you do other activities that are not safe for the guide dog. So that's sort of the environment we have here. First thing I'm going to do is demonstrate how a person who has vision problems would read a screen reader such as VoiceOver to read mail. So anyway, before I do that though, let me demonstrate when I say reverse video. So here is normal
Screen
video.
Switch to application.
This is much too light for me. It hurts my eyes, and I can't read it. If I don't really read as much as I use my vision to help me locate where I might be on the screen with if you have multiple things going on.
All mailboxes found.
So that's back
Screen
on
application.
that. And also just to show you, you can enlarge
Zoom
it even
3.8x.
larger. I
3
will
at
take it
2.4x.
back to
3x.
To where I'm at. I'm about 300% here. I usually would use about twice that amount. So to demonstrate how VoiceOver would handle messages in the Mail app on Apple.
Mail. All mailboxes found.
The panel on the left would be a list of emails. I have only the email from Leader Dog here for privacy reasons. Don't want all my emails on the internet. On the right is another panel which has the body of the email. As you go down the list of emails, if you have multiple ones, the email will give you a summary. The VoiceOver will give you a summary, and I'll give you a demonstration of this. I'll jump to the body.
Hi Bill, spin messages.
And then
Debbie
jump
Mommy
back.
Dogs at Camp Dogwood 12/11/18 attachment. Hi Bill, sorry for the delay. The only thing I could find is the information in the attachment to this email. It is part of our Leader Dogs in the Workplace. TO inbox, Google. Selected. Debbie Comondi, Dogs at Camp Dogwood 12/11/18.
So as you can see, as you would select each email, it would give you a variety of information about that email. And then if you decided to read it, which we're going to do here just in a second, that would you would do another command and it would jump over to the body of the email. Once you got through, you would jump back in the list of emails and continue on. The email I have here has some interesting information from a lady named Debbie at Leader Dog for the Blind. She is answering a question I had on what Leader Dog for the Blind school's policy was on leaving guide dogs in a room with a handler not there. And she has responded. There's some useful information in the text. Unfortunately, people with vision problems have to read everything, so there's her title, phone number, some disclaimer information, which is sort of boring. Then at the end, we'll have a unreadable, unaccessible text, and I will perform some procedures to allow us to read that. So at this point in time, I'll do a command to read the letter from Leader Dog for the Blind. I might mention the speed that the reader is reading is one that is comfortable for me. It may be a little fast for you, but of course you have most of the email in front of you and you might be able to read it that way. So here we go.
Hi Bill, sorry for the delay. The only thing I could find is the information in the attachment to this email. It is part of our Leader Dogs in the Workplace lecture that we talk about in class. Suggestions for placing your dog while you are at work for safety of the dog. It is not a formal rule, but we suggest that on certain occasions the dog should not accompany you, but be situated on a tie down or on a grate. The dog should not be allowed to roam freely and must be under control with no barking. It is also suggested that you can leave music on for them while they are on tie down, or you can give a stuffed Kong toy. Just a little peanut butter works well. You can also contact the ADA for more info. Their toll-free number is 800-514-0301. Link. Debbie Comandi, GDMI Leader Dogs for the Blind, 1039 South Rochester Road, Bullitt, Rochester Hills, Michigan, 48307-3115. Direct. 248-933-3388. Link. Toll free. 888-777-5332. Link. To learn more about our programs and services, visit leaderdog.org. Link. Our mission is to empower people who are blind or visually impaired with lifelong skills for safe and independent daily travel. Our services. Facebook. Link. Twitter. Link. Instagram. Link. Disclaimer. This message contains confidential information and is intended only for the individual named. If you are not the named addressee, you should not disseminate, distribute, or copy this email. Please notify the sender immediately by email if you have received this email by mistake and delete this email from your system. Email transmission cannot be guaranteed to be secure or error-free, as information could be intercepted, corrupted, lost, destroyed, arrive late or incomplete, or contain viruses. The recipient should check this email and any attachments for the presence of viruses. The sender therefore does not accept liability for any errors or omissions in the contents of this message, which arise as a result of email transmission. If verification is required, please request a hard copy version, scanned from a Xerox multifunction printer. .pdf. You are currently on an image inside of a mail web area. To exit this web area, press Control Option Shift up arrow.
Okay, so that read the body of the message, and then after all the disclaimers and salutations, etc., it got down to an attachment which is unaccessible. The reason it's unaccessible is they scanned it in with a scanner that just captured the document as an image. For a sighted person, this would make no difference whatsoever. For a person who needs a screen reader, you need to be able to read the text. And PDFs can be created in what they call searchable mode, which would allow a screen reader to read it. So what we will do here now is I have several options to do this. The one that I typically choose is to use the KNFB reader. That's a package that's on my iPhone. It's the best OCR, optical character recognition software package that I have found. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to airdrop this over to my phone, which is just a feature that Apple has using Bluetooth to transfer files. And then my phone, I will send it to KNFB Reader, which will do an OCR, and we'll be able to read it. So here we go.
Menu. Open attach. Open with quick look. Save attachment. Save to depth. Share. Share message. AirDrop. You are currently on a menu item. Scan from a Xerox multi-divider. AirDrop. System dialog. AirDrop. 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 System dialog.
Okay, so now we're going to select.
Don't see who AirDrop.
So we'll go
in AirDrop. WG William Graham Billy Bob. WG William Graham Billy Bob 2.
And
you
so
are currently
we'll
press
pipe that over
WG
using
William
that.
Graham Billy Bob 2.
AirDrop.
Now this will come in here, and I will go up here.
KNFB Reader.
And I just by luck, I could have been up here and I would have gone.
KNFB
And then I'll double tap that,
KNF.
and it will ask me
Recognize this
if I want to recognize this document.
Button.
And then I will
Account.
play it.
Play. Button. Distribute the information to them since they may encounter the handler and dog in the workplace. Situating the dog when the dog is not working. It will rest quietly and stay where it has been placed. The handler and supervisor should work together to determine the best place to situate the animal during work hours. The location should be convenient for the handler and take the dog's safety and best interests into account. Pedestrians, tool carts, machinery, noise, chemicals and other debris can be distracting and/or harmful to the dog and must be considered when selecting a location. Every handler knows how to use a crate or tie down, a piece of chain with S-hooks and a snap, to keep her dog in a selected area. Note, it is generally not a good idea to use a leash for this purpose. If the dog must be left in another room or unattended, the handler may leave a chew toy and soft music for the dog's comfort. At no time should the dog be permitted to roam at will. Workplace challenges. In spite of the best training, problems may occur from time to time. It is the handler's responsibility to control, correct and revise March 5, 2018 CS page 69.
Okay, so I'm just going to stop that right there. I did not have that phone up close for you to read, but rather for you to be able to hear the phone read the message to me. And then after I've done that, I'll just drop that
Hi, Bill.
off.
Sorry for the delay. The only thing I could find.
And basically, that's how you would go about. Sometimes the PDF is so poor print quality that the OCR will not be able to recognize it. And there are other features you can have. I have had to spend up to 20 minutes working on a document to get it to read. So basically what I have tried to do here today is to, one, give a demonstration of some of the accessibility tools, that is VoiceOver, a screen reader, how a person with vision problems might read their email. I've also demonstrated some of the other features you might have, like enlarging text or enlarging the screen. Zoom Text is another program they use in the Windows environment to do that thing. And then I have demonstrated how to read an unaccessible document by putting it to an OCR, optical character recognition program, to be able to read the document. And finally, I provided some information that the guide schools, Leader Dog for the Blind, and of course all the guide schools do teach the handlers that if there are things that's not safe for the guide dogs to do, they train us to put them on tie down, which is just a short chain or a piece of cable, and that will restrain their movement, or put them in a crate. Their dogs are trained to do this. They're not unhappy when you do it, and that's perfectly acceptable. If the dog is barking, that means the dog is not under control, and the handler has not trained him correctly. And so they do put the responsibility on the handler to make sure the dog behaves when it's in the crate or on tie down. So I thank you very much. Again, Line Bill Graham, North Carolina Blind Lines. Thank you for watching.